In the year 1800, one did not run for election so much as one stood for election, and everyone else seemed to run around you. Members of the Electoral College voted for their two presidential preferences, and in no small part due to the contesting opinions of the Alien and Sedition laws, our nearly yet not quite war with France, and, of course, the meddling of one particular Alexander Hamilton, I received 8 fewer votes than Mr. Jefferson or Mr. Burr. While the results were disappointing, I saw that the votes were not in my favour, and thusly determined to bear my remaining burden upon me in nominating judges and consuls and other officers, and delivering over the furniture, in the ordinary business at the close of a session. I left the state with its coffers full, and the fair prospect of peace, with all the world smiling in its face, its commerce flourishing, its navy glorious, its agriculture uncommonly productive and lucrative. I also bore no small amount of happiness that the very 2 men of all the world that Hamilton was most jealous of were now placed over him. And while the process was much more drawn out than I have time to share, eventually Mr. Jefferson was chosen to become the next President of the United States. I did leave the city before Mr. Jefferson was sworn into office. I was still grieving the loss of our son Charles, and I did not feel that I could bear another day amid the strain and toil of politics. And so I began my journey, 500 miles through the mire, to return to my home of Massachusetts, to be a private citizen and a brother farmer. Certainly I did not agree with everything that Miss Jefferson said or accomplished, yet I felt it my duty to support him as best I could. I even left him 2 horses in Washington City for him to use, so that he would not have to purchase another. Mr. Jefferson always did like to purchase things, I fear. I did not believe in the blind devotion to party. Yet with the change of administration from Adams to Jefferson, we somehow set the peaceful precedent of transferring power from one party to another. May it ever be so. O my country, may peace be within thy walls, and prosperity within thy palaces.